This is Murder Media, your destination for true crime cases. And tonight we will be narrating the story of María Jesús Moreno, the Black Widow of Barcelona, in this series on catching a killer.
Good evening. I'm Ethan Blackwood, and thank you for joining us on Murder Media. In the shadowed streets of Barcelona, a love affair twisted by deceit and desire unfolds. It's a story where passion overrides morality, and betrayal lurks behind every closed door. A husband, blissfully unaware, meets a brutal end in the place he felt safest, his home. But what makes this murder chillingly unique? It was orchestrated not by a hardened criminal, but by the very woman who vowed to love him, and the stepson she seduced. This is not just a murder, it's a tale of manipulation, obsession, and a forbidden love that spiraled into deadly madness. Stay with us as we uncover the shocking details behind the headlines, a story where every truth is darker than the last. María Jesús Moreno, known in her local community as a charming and sociable woman, led what seemed to be an idyllic life in Barcelona. Married to Antonio Navarro Chardin, a successful engineer, they were the picture of a perfect family. But beneath the surface, Maria's desires were anything but conventional. Enter Salvador Rodrigo, her stepson. What started as a casual relationship between stepmother and stepson took a dangerous turn. Maria, with her captivating allure, began an affair with Salvador, a secret relationship fueled by forbidden desire. To Salvador, Maria was more than just a stepmother. She became his lover, his obsession, and eventually, his downfall. But as their affair deepened, so did Maria's manipulative hold over Salvador. She convinced him that Antonio was abusive, painting a picture of herself as a victim trapped in a loveless, dangerous marriage. Salvador, blinded by his infatuation, believed every word. In the summer of 2017, Maria began to plant the seeds of a dark plan. She whispered to Salvador that the only way they could truly be together was if Antonio was out of the picture for good. What started as a fantasy in her mind soon became a real and deadly conspiracy. On a quiet evening in August, Salvador, acting on Maria's instructions, purchased a kitchen knife and hid in the garage of their home. As Antonio returned home, unaware of the betrayal awaiting him, Salvador struck. The brutality of the attack, 6 deep stab wounds, was a reflection of the intense emotions at play. Maria, the mastermind, waited for the deed to be done, her tears for her husband already dry. But the story didn't end with Antonio's death. The crime shocked the local community, and the investigation quickly unraveled the twisted relationship between Maria and Salvador. The police discovered the affair, and with it, the calculated plan Maria had devised. In court, Salvador's confession painted a chilling picture of Maria's manipulation. The once doting stepmother was now exposed as a cold-blooded schemer. The media labeled her the Black Widow of Barcelona, a fitting name for a woman who spun a web of lies and deceit, only to ensnare her lover and lead him down a path of murder. In 2018, the court handed down its verdict. María Jesús was sentenced to 22 years in prison, while Salvador, a pawn in her deadly game, received 18 years. The sentence included a €250,000 compensation to Antonio's grieving family, a small price for a life lost to a treacherous affair. But the question remains, was María Jesús simply a woman driven by desperation and passion, or was she a master manipulator, using love as a weapon? As she sits in her prison cell, the world may never know the full truth. In the end, the story of María Jesús Moreno and Salvador Rodrigo is a tragic reminder of how love, when twisted by obsession and deceit, can lead to unimaginable darkness. It's a tale where the lines between victim and villain blur, leaving us to wonder, how far would you go for love? And when does love become something far more sinister? Remember, be captivated, terrified, and intrigued. Stay curious, stay brave, stay haunted. Thanks for watching. I'm Ethan Blackwood signing off from Murder Media. Please check out our true crime videos available now.